everybody. We are going live tonight. If you don't know, my name is Irene Mahoney. I'm a certified health coach with Optavia. I've been a health coach for about a little over a year now. I'm up to about 30 clients that I've helped get healthy and reach their or start on their health journey and start to work on some of their weight loss goals. If you don't know me, I started out at about 205 pounds, found Optavia and was super excited because it was so easy. The food is yummy. It's balanced protein with carbs. It is a lower carb diet, but it doesn't feel like a low carb diet because a lot of our fuelings are chocolate or mashed potatoes or biscuits, and that makes us feel like we are eating sort of regular food. Like you get your chocolate, there's a way to make a grilled cheese, you get dessert, and so the fuelings make this program very easy to stick with. I see that some of you are here. You want to jump in the chat and say hi and who's on here tonight? So I know a lot of my clients kind of went off program during the holidays. Some of them just had like 1 or 2 indulgences here and there. And some of them just flat out, like for weeks were like off program. And so then after Christmas, they tried to get back on program, and they found that, it had been a while since they had started, and they were really struggling to put 3 days together with a perfect 5-in-1 without cheating. Like once you have those days where you're like, I'm just gonna have pepperoni, I'm just gonna have cheese, to be like, no, I'm not at a holiday party. Like, yes, if you're at a holiday party and you have a little cheese or a little pepperoni, that is a great like snack at the party to make you feel like you're not really going to get yourself out of fat burn with those snacks. But on just a normal Tuesday, we probably don't need to add that to the 5-in-1. And so to like get rid of those bad habits that we've made over the holidays, I had a lot of clients that were struggling, and I think this week a lot of us have finally like kind of got our act together. But we're like, oh, okay. I know for me personally, I bought a whole new wardrobe, and now all of my clothes are super small, which is great. But small clothes notice when you've gained 7 to 10 pounds, unlike when I was a size, 14 or 16, 5 to 7 pounds went unnoticed and whatever. Like I was looking at my small pants like, ooh, these are not going to fit if I don't rein it in and get my act together. Hey, Vicky, how are you? How did your week go? Did you get back on track? Who else is on here? Where are you guys from? And are you already on Optavia? And how did your week go? I would love to know. Or if any of you just have any questions about the program and you just want to put them in the chat, go ahead and do that. Let's see. I kind of weighed in a little bit late this morning, so I had already had my first fueling, and I was already in clothes, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to step on the scale. I was like, how are you going to go live today when you don't even know? So not exactly the perfect, first thing in the morning. And I was down to 138.5, so not amazing results, but headed in the right direction. I feel like I'm a little bit more in control in my 5-in-1. Hey, Barb, back on track, down 3 pounds. Great job. Great job. Way to get back to fat burn. Okay. when we eat carbohydrates, when we eat snacks, our body wants to run on carbohydrates. That's the easiest fuel source for our body. So if they're available, that's what the body's going to use to get energy first. And so when we eat them, we use them, and we also store a bunch of them in our liver. And I don't know the numbers, but for every little bit of carbohydrates we store in our liver, we store a whole bunch of water. This is why when you're getting into fat burn, you normally lose a bunch of water weight the first 3 days, which looks amazing. You're like down a pound every day for the first day, second day, third day. And then you kind of plateau or even go up a bit, or you lose like a half fraction of a pound that day. Then that's the symbol that your body has stopped. It doesn't have any more sugar. You've gotten rid of the free sugar, and now your body is literally going to go find the fat on your body and start to use that as fuel, which is awesome. And when you finally get in that, I've gotten some questions about like, hey, what does it feel like to be in fat burn? And some people, they have like this huge burst of energy. I remember there were some days when I would be like organizing cabinets and closets, and I'd be like, oh, okay, like this is a fat burn burst of energy. But more importantly, nowadays, I know I'm in fat burn when I don't struggle to get through the 5-in-1 perfectly, right? Like you literally look at donuts and you're like, those are not for me. That's not on my program. As opposed to when you're not in fat burn and you're like, I could probably have a fourth of that. Let's see who is here. Okay. Hi, Elena. How are you? Ace. Oh, okay. Yep. Optavia can give you some pretty bad gas. We have an entire community of bacteria that lives in our body. And when we start with the Optavia fuelings, they have a probiotic in them. And so you're going to sort of swap out the bacteria you have for these proven to be healthy bacteria. Okay. And so while that is happening, you are going to have a little bit of gas or a lot of gas, and it is completely normal. I know right before I started school, my first year on program, I had to go buy some Gas X because I was like, I cannot go to school and be bloated and feel gassy and like have big stinky farts. Like, so I just bought some Gas X, and by the end of the week, I didn't have that problem anymore. But a lot of people, when you get back on the 5-in-1, the changes to your diet do kind of cause a lot of gas. Some people say it happens more when they eat the bars. I'm not sure the validity of that, but you might try to have less bars on days when you feel like that's happening to you. Also, when you go from eating tons and tons of food all the time, and then you eat 5 small snacks and a meal, you definitely reduce the amount of times that you have to poop. Okay, and this freaks out some people. Sometimes you feel like you must be constipated because you haven't pooped in a day, but it really takes a few days before it would truly be considered constipation. And the other thing I find, I start almost every day with my protein shake. I blend up my iced coffee with some ice and either the chocolate shake, the mocha shake, the vanilla shake, whatever. I find if I take a small handful of spinach and I put it in one of those shakes, I blend it up really, really well. It will make it turn not the prettiest shade of green, but immediately everything gets flushed through my system. And so any concern I might have about being constipated is gone. And so you might try that. If you are really, really close to goal, you might think about considering the spinach and counting the teeny amount of spinach as a teeny amount of your green. But I never actually counted it as anything. Just the extra fiber, really a handful of spinach is almost nothing. As most of you know, if you cook it, it turns into like, this much food. So I never really worried about it. Hi, Melissa. How are you? New Jersey. Awesome. Yes, getting back on track from the holidays. Good for you, Melissa. Good for you. Me too. I am just finally getting back on. Nikki says she's from Pennsylvania. She started Optavia in mid-September. She's down 32 pounds. Way to go. Awesome job, Nikki. Yep, back on track now that the holidays are over. Oh, thank you so much for your support. I love making the videos. I love that you guys enjoy watching the videos. Honestly, I know personally I do a better job when I make the videos. I just don't always want to brush my hair. So on the weekends, I usually don't make the videos. That's kind of the thing there. I don't want to wear a bra and I don't want to brush my hair. So I give myself the week off lately. Right, Vic, I'm actually in maintenance. Oh, good for you. Up a little bit, with a little bit of junk. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Very brave of you. I've kind of avoiding maintenance. I just kind of keep messing up my 5-in-1 here at the end. So my goal weight, for those of you that don't know, is to get down to 130 before I start the transition and add the things back in. If you check out your life book, the transition program is a month-long program where we 1 week we add a starchy vegetable to I think our lean and green or a fueling. Not 100% sure there. I'll look that up for you. So the first week you add a starchy vegetable every day, 1 small serving of a starchy vegetable. And then the second week you get to keep that starchy vegetable and then you add a piece of fruit, I believe. And that's what I'm kind of excited about. It has been a long time since I've eaten fruit and I would like to start eating fruit again. So that second week on the program, you add the starchy vegetable and a piece of fruit with one of your fuelings. The third week, then you get to add like the starchy vegetable, the fruit, and maybe some dairy. So now I think maybe they talk about putting some yogurt into your life. And then finally, the fourth week of your transition program, where you're going to come back to eating more regular meals out of the grocery store. Some people go on the 3 and 3, so they keep 3 of the fuelings every day as their snack, so they don't have to figure out how to get snacks that have perfect carbohydrates to protein balance. Those of you that enjoy that, once you get through with transition, I think maintenance can be 100% out of the supermarket. But I feel like I would be terrible at that. So my goal is to eventually get to the 3 and 3, where you do like a small lean and green for breakfast, a small lean and green for lunch, and a regular lean and green for dinner. And then you get the 3 snacks, which would be the fuelings, which would be chocolate, and peanut butter. If anybody knows me, those are my favorite fuelings. Want to drop your favorite fuelings into the chat? What are some of the things that you love about Optavia? What are some reasons it works for you? It's funny you should mention water, Vicki. I think I've had none all day. I'm usually very good with my water. I don't know what happened. I was just kind of like futzing around and realized I had coffee and coffee and coffee. And I was like, you haven't had any water in a day. Okay, put some of that in your life. For those of you that are not sure about our program, right, we drink half of our body's weight in ounces every day. So when I started, I was 205 pounds. So I started with a goal of having 100 ounces. Now that I'm closer to 140, I could probably drop it down to 70. I'm still probably 60 ounces away from that today. With a minimum of 64 ounces. So even if you're a little bit smaller, you still want to drink 64 ounces of water every day on our program to make sure you stay hydrated. That is what definitely helps you stay full. Definitely helps your body's chemistry, right? Every reaction that happens in the body needs to have a lot of water to help it happen. So making sure you're properly hydrated helps. Whew, Barb says, planning has always been hard. This makes it easy. Yes, that is one of my favorite things. If any of you have tried like the Whole30 plan, where you take all the food groups out and then you do that for a month, and then you're supposed to put them back in one at a time. That was a very effective program. I definitely lost a little bit of weight on that, but by the end of those first 30 days, I was exhausted cooking 3 times a day, all these specific foods, and pretty much threw it all out the window right after I was done and put all the weight plus some friends back on afterwards. Melissa just tried the brownie with peanut butter. Yum. Oh, the waffle. Oh, that is one of my favorite fuelings. I remember I had that the first time because I didn't own a waffle maker. So I was down in DC visiting my friend Christina, and she had a waffle maker, and I made my first brownie and silky peanut butter shake waffle. Oh my God, it was so good. Now remember, if you mix 2 fuelings together, then you have to have half of the waffle, or make 2 really skinny waffles and have them 3 hours apart. So don't forget that, but that is a delicious fueling. I love that one. Good one, Melissa. Nikki, the convenience of the program is so easy. Yes, yes. Weight Watchers, again, I've been a Weight Watcher. It was effective. I dropped a little bit of weight. I counted the points. I kept track of my activity. Unfortunately, after my Weight Watcher meetings, I would normally go to Uno's and get a deep dish pizza and a peanut butter cup sundae. So eventually Weight Watchers stopped working for me. Oops. Okay, yeah, I have food issues. My name is Irene Mahoney, and I have food issues, but I'm working through my mindset with the help of the health book and the life book, and I've done a very nice job this last year. But Weight Watchers works if you do it, but it's like a second job. Very nice way to put it, Nikki, with all the planning and the tracking and the food shopping. I don't know about the rest of you, but I can go food shopping, like for myself, once every 2.5 weeks. Like when I finally run out of egg beaters, I have to go food shopping again. Or if I run out of coffee, which takes a while. Let's see, Vicky. Oh, that is such a good idea to try to get all your water done in the morning. I do that too. That's normally what I do. Normally, you guys will see the 2 water cups, right? So normally I fill them up in the morning, and these 2 count as 50 ounces. So if I get these done before 3rd fueling is over, I know I'm in a good spot. And I just was not in a good spot yesterday or today, really. So hopefully tomorrow we'll make our daily what I eat in a day video, and we'll be more on track. I'll also try to weigh in correctly tomorrow. Anybody try the pre-made lean and greens? I've tried the lime chicken one, and I think in my next order, I'm going to get one of the different flavors. So if any of you that are on here live with us tonight, have you tried, what are they called? Comforts of Home, maybe? I forgot what they're called. The lime chicken was okay. It was very, very Southwestern. I don't know why I didn't think it would be, but it's a little more Mexican-y than I wanted it to be. That's dumb. I know it's called lime chicken. But it was good. I did not like it, but I don't think I want to eat 6 of them. So I'd really like some of my friends to order some so we could trade and I could try one of all of them. Sometimes Optavia should come up with a variety pack. Sometimes I think that would be really nice. Like one of each of those meals would be better than, what is it, like 5 of the one flavor or 6 of the one flavor? Although it's not a bad deal. So that was good. I think I'm going to try the meatballs next. Anybody try those? All right. I guess not. They're not bad. And if those of you that are having trouble with your lean and green and your, maybe you think you'll get salad at the end of the night from the takeout place, but you end up getting pizza, maybe it's a nice way to keep that temptation away to get the taste of home. I can't remember what they're called. The Optavia lean and green meals. Also the cauliflower crust we're allowed to have. Those are a little pricey, but I do like having those in my freezer. They definitely make life easy because pizza is great. The fact that we can have a pizza on this program that's actually more cheese than a regular pizza. If you've never made the cauliflower crust pizza, you definitely have to give that a try, because if you make it, it is delicious. It is literally, cauliflower crust is a fib. It's cheese. It's so much cheese with like a little bit of egg beater, and yep, cauliflower is there to kind of give it a shape. But I don't know, the main star of that crust is definitely cheese. So you have a cheese crust, then you put a little rose sauce on it, then you put more cheese, and maybe like 3 pieces of turkey pepperoni or something like that. And then you get to eat half of that whole pizza. I haven't done that in a while. Maybe I'm going to find cauliflower rice. I found that easier this summer. It hasn't really been in the grocery stores lately. So I find frozen cauliflower rice is almost always in my freezer, but the fresh stuff that was easy to just dump in the frying pan to make the cauliflower crust pizza. Again, the pre-made cauliflower crust pizzas that we can have, those are good and they're convenient and they're nice, but actually making the cauliflower crust, and you guys all know I don't really cook. Cooking's not my jam, but that was worth it. The cheese with the cheese, oh my God, that was worth it. So if you haven't done that, you should all definitely give that a try, because pizza, anytime you're on a diet plan and they let you have pizza, that's just amazing. Oh yeah, see, a variety pack. Yeah, it's tricky. Although I also think I should have been braver and tried them earlier. I've been on program now for over a year, maybe even a year and a half at this point. Like, what was I waiting for? Now that I'm almost at maintenance, I'm going to try the pre-made lean and greens. Okay, like, you should have tried these a year ago. Then I could have, like, once a month bought each one, and they're shelf stable. They don't go in your refrigerator. They just kind of, mine hang out on top of my refrigerator. So they're just hanging out up there. So if I had done that, then I would have had a bunch of all of them. Then I would have had like a variety, and I probably would have enjoyed that, but I wasn't smart enough. So if you're newer to program, but you've got a bunch of weight to lose and this program's working great for you and you love it, I love it, go ahead and try them. Don't be afraid like me. Get your pre-made lean and greens and give those a try earlier than later. I wish I had done that. Anybody get any advice for any of our newbies here, or anybody a newbie here? What do you think? Oh, hey, Mary, no problem. It's not late. It's like water hour because I don't even have coffee. You can't be late to water hour. We're just chit-chatting here. Just checking in, seeing how everybody did. How was your week, Mary? Do you feel like you got back on the 5-in-1, or are you still struggling? I don't mean to put you on the spot. You also don't have to put that in the chat if you don't want to. Anybody have any other questions? Yeah, we're about to wrap this up. Thanks for joining, Barb. This was fun. All right. I think we all did great. Everybody should give yourself a round of applause. Sounds like most of us are back on track or back in fat burn. Oh, lean and green ideas. We were just talking about the pre-made lean and greens, Mary. Have you tried those? Or making the cauliflower crust pizza, or buying the cauliflower crust that we're allowed to have and making pizza. I guess I'm a little pizza fixated right now. Maybe I should make myself a pizza this week. I'm going to put that on my list. I think it's pizza week. Oh, you didn't like them? Which one did you try? All of them? Don't say all of them, because I'm hoping. I've heard good things about some of them. Live and learn. Mary didn't like them. All right. I just want to wish you all a fabulous week. Oh, you tried the beef stew. Okay. All right. I tried the lime chicken and it wasn't my favorite. I'm going to get meatballs in a couple weeks here. I'll tell you how I think that's the one I ordered. I'll tell you how the meatballs are. I think I heard good things about the meatballs. So I'll definitely remember that on the videos. We'll try that. If anybody got lean and green ideas that you think Mary might like, throw them in the chat. What's your favorite easy lean and green? I'm a big fan of frozen shrimp because I just like to pull out 10, throw them in the sink, run some water on them, then bam, your protein is ready to go. You literally just fry them 3 minutes each side, throw them on top of cauliflower rice. I usually throw a wedge of the Laughing Cow herb cheese in there and call it shrimp and grits, which is hilarious. I'm from Massachusetts, and what do I know about shrimp and grits? But that's probably why I like it, because I don't know what the real stuff tastes like. I'm sure that's like amazing. But I can be perfectly okay with some Laughing Cow cheese, cauliflower rice, and some shrimp. Oh, those flatbreads seem like they would be pretty good. I would just make lots of pizza. Salad with shrimp, rotisserie chicken. Yeah, rotisserie chicken is good. Also, takeout. I am the queen of takeout. You know, just run next door and get the chicken kebab salad. You know, try to eat very little dressing and just maybe a little bit of feta. That's pretty good. Hey, Rose, how are you? Welcome to the live. How did you do? Did you get back on track this week? Are you already on program? I know I should probably figure out. I don't think I have anything planned for lean and green this week. Ooh, nice job, Rose. Down 7. You are definitely crushing fat burn. Awesome. That is awesome. Oh, the spaghetti squash lasagna is great. Turkey with cauliflower rice and the Laughing Cow risotto. See? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I have a friend who gets buffalo meat, and she puts that on the salad every day, and that's her go-to lean and green, and she tends to lose 2 pounds every single week. She's the most consistent client I've ever had. It's pretty cool. All right. All right. I like the risotto. I like that. That's pretty awesome. Nice job. All right, I guess we'll wrap things up here. I want to thank you all so much for popping on here and supporting my channel and just being part of the Optavian community. I hope we have a great week. We all stick to fat burn, right? You know, I got a client whose goal is to look great for Valentine's Day. So whether you're single, you want to just look great for yourself, or you know, you are married, you want to look great for your husband, or you are a husband, you want to look great for your wife, whatever the reason, Valentine's Day is not a terrible spot to shoot for. You know, I could probably get to my goal by then. You could probably drop somewhere between 10 to 15 pounds by then. So just put it out there that maybe Valentine's could be our next goal. And you are so welcome for the daily videos. Thank you so much for watching the daily videos and commenting on the daily videos and making suggestions for what I should talk about on the daily videos. I love reading your comments. They crack me up. I love telling my dad how much some of you like to see my dad on those videos. He gets such a kick out of that. Hopefully we'll bring him back this Tuesday. If all the COVID numbers are good, so far we're doing really well. Everybody got tested and they don't have it, so that's good. We're doing pretty good over here. I hope where you are, everybody is doing good as well. All right, ladies, gentlemen, I will make my daily video tomorrow and upload it, and we'll see how this week goes. I hope you have a wonderful week. Stick in fat burn, and we'll do this again soon. Bye, everybody.